I was in prison for 23 years. Yeah, I was literally put out the gate and said, you're a civilian now. Bye. My head was still in prison, you know. I would sort of stay around my room. Someone would even say to me, you coming out your room? I'll be like, I'm going back to my cell. I'm in my room. Done some bad things in my time and that, and that's not me anymore, but I just want to help people, you know. I was brought up as a Christian, but then you sort of lose contact with it and the street life takes over, so I wasn't going to church. Then in prison, people go to church, but they're not going to church to pray or anything. You go in church because that's when you can all get together with different wings and things are being passed about and whatever else, so you're not really doing nothing. What I did see in prison is a lot of guys, so they were brought up Christian, but they're coming from Christian families, but they ain't prayed in years, and then what happens is they get nicked for whatever charges, and you see them with the little Bibles, they're praying to get off their charge, and you think, you weren't praying when you was out there doing what you was doing, now you think he's going to answer that, like, let me off, and if you let me off, I won't do nothing again. It doesn't work like that. I was in prison doing all these courses, but the issue with them is that prisoners are doing the courses because they're being told if you don't do them, you're going to be on basic, you're not getting this. So everyone's doing the course under duress. But even if you're going with the sort of right attitude, the course sort of gives you tools how to deal with things, but it's not changing your heart. Only God can do that, to make you think differently, to not react in the same ways, to see someone who's in trouble and want to go and help them. I had my godmother who always come in to visit me. Oh, I knew a lot of people were praying for me, and when I got my sentence, the judge said I should never be released again. So I thought, that's it. So when I got the head injury, the guys who attacked me said they tried to kill me, they thought they did. Didn't work out. They didn't think I was going to make it, I did, and so I sort of come around, and I got released. So I couldn't believe it, I got released. And then I thought, God saved me for a reason or something. I think this is the reason. Within a week I met Pam and said I'm going to come to the church. So I started going, Jerry started taking me down there. Then I started going by myself. Then I started working at the shelter, some homeless people. I've been washing lots of cars. So the staff cars, I've been washing them for a charity called Shooting Stars. So that's like kids with palliative care, bringing back into prisons, helping my godmother run the Alpha course in Rochester. I know some of the inmates there, so I'm just literally helping with the Alpha course, but then I'm telling my story as well. Because I said, if I can do it, you can do it. I've been working with these kids in London who they're involved in the criminal justice system, you know, they've been nicked, they're into gangs and things like that. I think the first time I went and spoke to them, there was about 30 of them, like 14, 15, 16. They all think they're adults, they're not. The first thing I said to them is, all of you get up and give each other a hug. Yeah, and I finished talking to them. And I said, the reason why I told you to do that, because 20 years from now, half of you won't be here. You're going to be either dead, in prison, drugs, all kind of things. And even the lady said, you delivered the truth with a sledgehammer, but that's what it needs. Yeah, it's pretty busy, but I'm enjoying myself. I'm enjoying my freedom. I remember the day I got baptized, so it was literally like being born again. It's given me more patience and understanding. Step back and look at things, you know. Patience is not act how I used to react, where literally I could go from nothing to 100 with not much thought in between it, yeah, where I just think we're all God's children and that, and we should be trying to help each other, not tearing each other down or being horrible to each other. It's unnecessary. Like, I think it's helped me get close to my family as well. You know, so my mum's religious, my sister and that, so it's helped me get close to them.